Record. I want to welcome back our returning viewers and thank all the new ones for checking in. This interview is part of the series for athletes graduating in the class of 24 to help coaches get to know them, to help in the recruiting process. Before we jump into the interview, I want to thank everyone who has subscribed, as we've just reached our 500 subscription milestone and are grateful for the support thus far. If you're interested in our guest athletic accomplishments, check the link in the video for all of their amazing performances. We're here to learn more about the person today, but not about so much the athlete. Today, we have Lowell Solmes from Killarney Secondary School in Vancouver, British Columbia, the second of our Canadian guests. Lowell, thank you for joining us today, and how's everything going?
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm doing pretty well.
Great. So let's dive right into the questions and have a little fun with this. Starting off, outside of track, what are some hobbies and interests that you have and things that you like to do to relax?
I have very, I guess, broad tastes. I like a lot of different things. To relax, I'd say I listen to music. I also draw, I play guitar, and I do video games for fun. So I do a lot of those things. Mostly I read comics a lot, all the nerd stuff.
Okay, so two-part follow-up question. What kind of music do you play on the guitar?
I like punk rock and like alternative music.
Okay, cool. And I'm not going to ask you to play unless you want to volunteer.
No, I'm not.
That would actually be pretty cool. We'd break into a punk concert here. That would be actually really awesome.
I wish.
Another time. And
yeah.
What comics are you reading?
I finished. I got to think of good names. I finished the Boys comic. That's a good show as well. And I read Saga somewhat recently.
Okay.
Both of those are great. I think Saga's is an Image comic. I love Image as the publication. So yeah.
Okay. And I'll reveal my age here, as I have no idea what either of those comics are, but I'll have to check them out. I'll have to check them out, and I work with a bunch of people who are really into anime and comics, and they probably know what all of that is. So I'll ask them tomorrow. Moving along, what potential majors are you interested in studying while in college?
Well, I'm interested in primarily arts-based stuff. So like something like drawing, and I'm also into English, like reading. My goal in the future is to make like a comic book of my own. So
okay, so graphic arts and writing and communication and stuff like that, and those are all really wide open fields, especially with the technical resources that are available now. All that stuff used to have to be done by hand, but now you can do all of it on the computer, and that opens up other areas in computer science and design and even doing web work.
Yeah, I completely agree.
And then you get to go all the really cool conventions like Animate and Comic-Con, and I mean that's a whole world.
Yeah, it's fun.
Very cool. So when you're training and racing, do you like to be in the lead, the middle of the pack, or the back of the pack, and why?
Well, I also do distance running, and I would say it depends what I'm doing. When I am doing distance running, I like to be in the middle. I like to stay behind someone, so it makes it a little bit easier with like wind resistance and and all that. But when I am race walking, I have a little bit more experience than a lot of the people I am walking with, whether that be in races or in practice. So usually I am in the lead there, unless I am racing with like university or college athletes.
You jump into a race with Evan, who date-wise will be racing tomorrow morning. For those people who are not aware of what date we were recording this on, we're doing it the day before the 35K in Budapest. What
Yeah, I've been in
accomplishment.
a race that he has been in before. That was great. Just zoomed
That's
right past
that
him.
is always interesting to see how many times you get lapped, even in a short race.
Yeah, I was doing a 10K. He was doing a bit more than that. And I I was still put in the dust. So
Mm-hmm. So what accomplishment outside of track are you most proud of achieving?
um I don't really have a specific accomplishment, but I'm proud of the amount of things I'm able to delve into, like all my hobbies and stuff, and I put a lot of work into most of those as well. It's something like schoolwork, uh, like my classes, I enjoy. um, Most of them, I work hard, I study, I draw, I practice guitar, I run, I try to do all that. So I'd say my accomplishment is more a sense of work, like a pattern I've developed for myself.
Sounds this is sort of an older term. You'd be almost considered somebody who'd be like a Renaissance man with all of the different interests and
Yeah.
abilities that you have. It's sort of like I don't know how familiar you are with Leonardo da Vinci, but like the number of different things that he was able to be expert at and excellent at is where that kind of comes from. And I kind of seeing a little bit of that as well. Okay, and last question, possibly. What is your favorite vacation spot and why?
Well, when I was younger, I used to enjoy going out to kind of rural Ontario, um, because that area, it's mostly like a farmland sort of thing. I live in the city, so it's a nice kind of change of pace. It's slower, it's more calm. You can go on a really peaceful, if not kind of boring run there, um, and or walk, except there are hills and gravel. But it's peaceful. There's kids my age that live nearby, and it's fun and it's my pace. So I I enjoy that, I guess.
And sometimes it's nice to just be able to turn it all off and get out there
Yeah.
and listen for different things, being able to pick up birds and animals moving and just different,
Yeah,
it's
the
a different
cicadas are
sensory
crazy there.
environment.
Yeah.
Definitely can appreciate that. I've spent times in big cities and then also lived in the middle of nowhere. So, I really understand how both of them have their interest levels.
Mhm.
Is there anything else you want to add? Completely up to you.
Um, Thank you for having me.
Oh, well, thanks for spending some time with us.
Yeah,
Um,
I appreciate this whole thing. I think it's great.
and we appreciate you giving us a little bit of your time. We'll call that a wrap for this episode. Thanks for joining us. I want to remind everybody to hit that subscribe button, leave your comments, and have a great day.